Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Olivin Kirote and this is Olivin Kirote Rebranded. We are back yet again with another webinar proudly sponsored by Odoo. If you are new to the ONR YouTube channel, please visit our Everything Odoo playlist. We have done Odoo eCommerce, we've done Odoo CRM, and today we are doing Odoo POS. If you also want to be catching our live trainings, please check out our link on the YouTube channel. The Linktree link has all updates for you to sign up to any of our live webinars. And we have 3 more left. Sign up so that you don't miss. Some of them that are coming up is Odoo accounting. I'm really excited for that. Create a customer invoice.
An invoice, yeah.
Yes. I think it's the first thing I did on Odoo. I want to give them a tour of what Odoo looks like.
Okay.
This is Odoo. You can see there is the dashboard. So the dashboard is basically your homepage, guys. Customers is everything about the customers in your business. So yeah, my assistant today is Andrew, and we have Daniel. So
hello, Liv. My name is Daniel. I'm a business advisor here at Odoo. If you have any questions and anything that I can assist with or address, I'll be able to answer. If not, I'll be also able to get back to you, perhaps in an email or anything as such. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel. You're back. Thank you for coming back. As you guys can see, I'm sharing my screen for Odoo POS. My Google form that I asked you guys to answer. I asked you guys, did you know that Odoo is a one-stop platform for running and managing all your business processes and operations? They have 82 apps designed to suit small and medium-sized businesses. And 70% of you guys said you don't know that. This is the main Odoo platform. Odoo is actually designed to help you run your business day-to-day operations. You see, in finance, they have an accounting platform, an invoicing platform, a sign platform. I'm just skipping through. HR, they have employees, how you can manage your employees, how you can offer appraisals, if you have fleets, if you have referrals, sales, CRM. We talked about that in our previous training. POS is what we're talking about today. Marketing, they have social marketing, email marketing. Guys, these are all applications that you can use in your business. So even now, as you sit down, just imagine how many of these apps would you actually use in your business today. If you want to build your website, you can now receive payments if you build your website with Odoo through their payment processor DPO. And personally, I'm excited because when I first learned about Odoo, they did not have a payment processor they had integrated, but now they do. So to Odoo, you know. And all these are apps that, guys, literally you can find on Odoo. So just because we are picking and choosing one app, Odoo is a conglomerate of many apps that you should be able to use and run your business day to day. Another thing I love about Odoo is you can cultivate particular apps based on the industry that you're in. So if you're a bakery store and you click bakery, it would actually recommend the apps that a bakery has. If you're a furniture store, if you are a hair salon, if you're a bike leasing company, they literally have curated an idea of, okay, if this is the business that you're in, these are the possible apps that you will need. And because Odoo is an ERP, or basically like a system, even if you have not reached there yet, you can have an idea that if I scale my business, if I grow my business, these are some of the apps that I might need to reach these heights and many more. This is my YouTube channel. We're going to upload Odoo POS. You will find a link in the description box of this video on YouTube or in our comment section. Kindly, guys, use that link so that you can be able to access Odoo. When you click that link, it's going to open the point of sale. We are in the point of sale session and let's get into it. What is a POS system? A POS system is basically a software tool used to process sales at a point of sale, like at a counter or like a register in a physical store. It's the brains of the entire sales process. So ideally, I give this example of a Carrefour or your favorite restaurant. When you go pay things at the till, the brain that is managing that entire process is called a POS system, a point of sale. A point of sale is actually a software. It's a program that works in tandem with various hardware components. So name for me some of those hardware components that you see when you're processing something at a point of sale.
A PDQ, like the typing machine.
Yes, good job. Another one.
A receipt printer.
Yes, a receipt printer. See how when you go to the till at the supermarket, right, and you put your stuff on that camera machine, the first thing that they do is a barcode thing. Have you ever seen that barcode scanner thing where they, so this is if ideally you deal with so many products, the fastest way to identify them is with a barcode. So one of the hardwares that work with POS systems is a barcode scanner. Another thing that after they do the barcode scanner is it appears on a screen. So another hardware is a screen. You can have a screen, a computer with a keyboard where you will see the cashier will go and with a mouse verify that that's the product that they have scanned on the barcode. Once that happens, taking the barcodes of all your goods, they process the amount that you're meant to be paying. You will either pay by cash and a cash register will open. They'll take your cash. If you're paying by card, they'll give you a PDQ. If you're paying with M-Pesa, unaambiwa kwa ndio your till, lipa hapo kwa till. Right? And if the mall is like a where you're quite big, I believe they have done an M-Pesa API on their system where now when the total comes, the cashier tells you, just give me your number. When she takes your number, it pops on your phone and tells you, please pay to this Carrefour till. That's an M-Pesa API. That entire system is hardware, but ideally the POS system is the software. So anyway, you pay, and then once you pay, it triggers a receipt printer. The receipt comes, you're given your receipt. If you paid cash, you're given your change, and then you head home. People call the entire thing a POS system, but the POS system is the system inside, allowing the hardware to work hand in hand. The entire reason of having a POS system is to record the number of sales. Anyone who has an e-commerce business wants to know, okay, how many sales did we do today? How much did we make today? How much amount did we make in cash or in M-Pesa or in bank? You want a report of that entire data. How much inventory did we sell? What was the highest moving goods? Exactly what a POS system does, hence point of sale. Now, I want us to go into the POS system, and I'm going to do something differently today. Thank you to BB Ann. I said that today I want to actually use one of you guys' businesses, and BB Ann's business is the one that I'm using today because she did indeed reach out and air out her grievances. She sent me this email, and I was like, you know what? We are going to actually use the POS system with her business to help her resolve her issues. First things first, a point of sale you can depend on. Odoo's POS is intuitive. You're going to know how it is reliable online and offline. One of you asked me this. Yes. Unfortunately, I might not be able to show you this today because if I go offline, I disappear from this live. I would request you guys to test this when you sign up on Odoo on the One App Free. 3 offers a wide range of options to meet all your business needs. Yes, you can set it up in minutes, start selling in seconds, and keep both your staff and clients satisfied. Let's set up Odoo. POS has 2 phases. There is POS shop and POS restaurant. POS shop is what we are doing today. It's designed for retailers. Anyone who is selling products, clothing, furniture, bakery, pharmacy, skincare, etc. POS restaurant or POS bar is specific for people who are focusing on a restaurant and a bar setup. As you guys know, they also use a POS system, and the integrations are slightly different. In case you're watching this on YouTube and you have a restaurant or you have a bar or you have anyone you think you'd recommend the POS system to, they should check out the POS for Odoo for restaurant because they've integrated things like floor setup, bill splitting. But today we're going to be dealing with the POS shop because that's what most of you guys are dealing with. This entire page of the POS system is to give you an idea of what is inside the POS system. All devices are welcome. You can sync it with your barcode scanner, loyalty programs, all these things, right? So I don't want to go into it. So you kindly do me a favor and go through this page. So let's just come to start now. It's free. And once it says start now, it's free. Yeah, so here it is. You can get the point of sale. I want you to click invoicing. You also see it's still free. Also click inventory. So what that means is for you to run your POS system efficiently, you need the invoicing and you also need inventory. Here, put your details, terababyproducts.odoo.com. Use it in my company and then say start now. Welcome to Odoo. If you've watched any of our trainings before, we always say that you have to activate your database. Otherwise, everything you will do will disappear. If I want to activate this database, I would have to come to my Gmail. terababyproducts.odoo.com has been created. Click to activate your database. All done. We've activated our database. And you can see up here, that thing has gone for activate your database. So kindly do so. I want to give you guys my understanding of how to set up your Odoo POS. In my experience of setting up the Odoo POS, I have learned that there are 4 stages. I've called them the 4 stages of setting up your Odoo POS system. So stage number 1, according to Olive Oenar, is setting up your Odoo POS. Stage 2 is stock taking your products. Stage 3 is using the Odoo POS live and in action with clients at a physical store. You actually using your Odoo POS. Stage 4 is analyzing the reports and data collected by your POS system. So we're going to tackle these 4 things in today's masterclass. Now, let's set up our POS system. There's always this purple dot. This is Odoo's way of showing you a tour of what to expect in the Odoo POS system. Unfortunately, I never use the purple dot, so I'm going to click stop tour. Click the point of sale. If you're in the retail business, this is where you are. Clothes, furniture, bakery. These ones are a bit specific because they have samples and pictures for you. I'm going to go with retail because we are going to be setting up Bibian's business for her body butters. You click retail, any shop. The first step when you're setting up your POS system is to configure settings and to add a new shop. This is the email that Bibian sent me. We can just go through it slowly. So Bibian is the founder of Terra Self Care. Anyone watching on YouTube and you'd love body butters, this is a shout out to Terra Self Care. Go and purchase her lovely body butters. So she's a bold fan, proudly African self-care brand, and they create and formulate body care products such as whipped shea butters, body scrubs, oils, etc. These were her current challenges, and I want by the end of this session, we should have been able to resolve her challenges. So all these things, as you guys can see. So let's start. So the first step when you are dealing with your point of sale system is to create your shop. So we can edit and say, the Terra Baby products POS is for, she sells sometimes at Garden City pop-ups. Let me not say baby products. Let me say butter. Better. Then we can say Garden City. This is one of her POS systems. If she has another one, you usually come to configuration and then you come to settings. She does different pop-ups. What she would do is add a new shop. Okay. So basically we are saying she has different pop-up stores. So when she sells at Ngongrescos. If let's say you do pop-up shops like her, you have many places you go to sell, and maybe you're even selling at the same day, at the same time, and you're using this POS in Garden City. You can open another shop in the same POS with the same inventory, but you'll have different sales, different data to track later. We've opened 2 of her shops. The inventory is the same. When you come to configuration and settings, you can log in with employees. Let's say you don't want the employees in the Garden City POS to see or to make mistakes and find themselves in the Ngongrescos POS. You can set those limitations within your POS system. Obviously, there's a bit of steps to follow, but I'm showing you that it is possible. And now, another thing I'd like you to do before you start using your system, which I said stage 1, if you can remember, which is setting up your POS system, is to set up your payment methods. Click payment methods. We already have card. So people who are going to pay by card. Customer account, say you bought 5 body butters, but you paid for 10. You have left me with your money for 5 body butters. Mark it in the customer account. You can put such things in someone's specific account. And then there is cash. We can add a new. Click new, add M-Pesa, I believe. Where is this money going to go? We can just say bank. And then we click save. We have already added M-Pesa, but you can see here that the point of sale has not been recorded. Come to settings here, you click this arrow and then you add each of them. Basically, you're trying to tell the POS system that I want all of them to populate. Click save. Oh, let me see this card. Let me just duplicate. It wants to have 2 of them, so you can click action, click duplicate, rename this one cash Ngongrescos. It doesn't want us to confuse which cash is for which POS system. Right now we are in Ngongrescos, so let's add customer account, let's add M-Pesa, let's add cash Ngongrescos, and then let's press save. Bas, guys, that's it. It's work. Yeah. So when you come to your payment methods, you can see that now Ngongrescos has its own card, it has its own customer account, it has its own M-Pesa, and it has its own cash. We don't have M-Pesa for Garden City, so we go back. So we are just setting up. Remember, I told you step 1 is to set up. Usiharakishe, you don't want to mix up your money. Come to the Garden City one. We don't have M-Pesa, so we add M-Pesa here. Saved. So now, if you go to payment methods, all of them have their own. The cash icons are on their own, and then the rest are like that. We've added the shops we wanted. We have configured our payment systems. Somebody asked me in my Instagram DMs, Olive, what payment terminals or what payment integrations does Odoo POS have? Now, let me break it down to you. From my knowledge and my experience with Odoo POS specifically, they are still semi-integrated. So semi-integrated means if, let's say, someone was paying with M-Pesa, you would have to validate the amount on your POS, then tell them to pay on the till. Once they pay on the till and you confirm the amount, you come back to your Odoo POS, you mark this client has paid via M-Pesa, then it would create a receipt for them. That's semi-integration. So for Odoo POS, as of my knowledge, it is still semi-integrated. The only place that I know right now that is fully integrated is the online payments, because they have partnered with DPO, meaning you can just get money directly into your bank or your account. After you have configured your M-Pesa, your cash, your card, what Odoo is going to do is when she goes to sell in her Garden City, or if she goes to sell in her Ngong Race Course, she will have different data points for different POS, and she'll see how many payments were paid through cash, how many were paid through M-Pesa, how many were paid through bank. The next thing you do is you now proceed to configure your coins and bills. Configuring your coins and bills means if, let's say, you are dealing with cash, you would have to separate the 1,000, the 200, the 500. You also do that on the Odoo POS. If you look at these coins and bills, you will notice they are very USD favoring. Edit this page so that it meets the amount of money that you can possibly receive when you at your pop-up. The least amount you can get is 1 bob. Let's say if you had a minimart, the shops in the estate, unaweza letewa 5 bobs. Edit this entire page to meet the Kenyan currency. Save and just delete these other ones, because do I need them? Nope. So they can go. So we have now customized it to Kenya shillings. We've configured the payments. We've configured the amount of cash we would possibly get. We have also opened the POS shops that we need. That was stage 1, if you guys can remember. So there are 3 ways you can add products on your Odoo platform, right? You can add products manually. So you come here to products, you click product. Here is the product. So you can add them manually, which is what we're going to do today, where you just click new and then you add products. If you're like a supermarket, do you have the time to add manually? No. So kindly put all that information in a spreadsheet and just import the records, or link a spreadsheet on Odoo. And then the third way you can do it as well is using your barcode scanner, which I'm going to show you as well in a bit. I want us to do manually. Click new. This is where it pops up. I want to open Bibian's email. I show you guys her beautiful products that we are going to be adding manually. These are some of her products. She sent me a few pictures. So she's selling body butter, body scrub, and her sun drunk shimmer liquid. So we're going to add these products manually. Let's start with our whipped shea. This is the product. We're going to add an image because, we want to access the picture. So we've added a picture, we're uploading. So if you don't have a bunch of products, I think you can do this. If you have time, I think you can do this. But you have so many, tricky kidogo, you get people to help you. So you can see it's a good. Okay, there's something I'm looking for that has not come, which is the attributes. And this is something I even want to ask Daniel. So Daniel, I have a question.
Yes.
When I was doing this with my account, attributes was showing itself here. I know you have to activate attributes on your sales app, but if you are on one app free, how do you activate attributes?
That's actually a very good question. I'm not quite sure for the one app free how you can do that. It should be on the sales. Normally you activate the product variants by going to the product catalog. So we need to actually install the sales application so that we can have that feature where we can have product attributes. A checkbox that says variant if you have installed the sales application, and once you activate that variant, you'll see it on all the products.
When you're going to buy a shoe, for example, they're like different sizes. You can go and find this same shoe has like 10 sizes, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. But this same shoe also has like 10 colors. So a company has to stock size 34, black, brown, red, green. Size 35, black, brown, red, green. What Odoo calls that is a variant. It's like variations. And then an attribute is what describes the product. So for example, black is an attribute. If it's leather, you'd say leather is an attribute. As you guys can see, they don't have an attribute. So I want to see if I can go back and install a new app. That means we will not be on one app free. For the purpose and the sake of showing you guys how you can transform your businesses, you might not be on one app free. You can test the feature during a 15-day period. After this period, your database will be locked unless you buy an Odoo subscription. You're going to say confirm, set up the sales. This is what Mr. Daniel was saying. When you come to configurations, then you come to settings. Here it is, guys, variants. So this is important. To come to attributes, we're going to save. When I go to my POS, I want to show you guys why I was adamant of doing this. When you come to product, you will instantly see attributes and variants because BBR has 10 flavors of her body butter. Look at all these flavors: raspberry, strawberry, vanilla, cherry berry, caramel. How can she track all these flavors if you're not able to have the attributes and the variants in your POS system? When you create the shea body butter, put the fact that it's a good, also click track inventory. The price of her body butters are 30 grams for 300 shillings, 212 ml for 1,000, 330 ml for 1,500. Let's first do the variants. Click here. We can see Hakuna flavor option. Click a new attribute. One of the attributes is flavors. Choose the display type, radio pills, say instantly. Add all the flavors for Madam Bibian. Kuna vanilla, gani ingine, strawberry,
Caramel,
birthday cake,
raspberry, cappuccino fudge,
cherry berry,
peach bellini, cotton candy, Caribbean dream, sweet orange.
nimeona hii unaita caramel tiramisu.
Yes.
So these are all her attributes. Save. Another thing is she has different sizes. Create that attribute as well. Click size, write 30 grams, 212 ml, 330 ml. That's that. Okay, so I can just do this because I already typed them. Adding the attributes, guys. This is important. So we've done that, and then we're going to save. Once we've saved, you can see here saying she has 33 variants. When Madam Bibian is selling, she can track how many vanillas of 30 grams were sold, how many strawberries of 212 ml, how many of cotton candies of 300. She can track each and every variant. Always biwa, because you have already put in or do that. I have 33 variants that I need tracked. The main price of the shea body butter is 212 ml one is 1,000. When you come to the attribute and you come to the size, click configure. So because Bibian sells the 212 ml for 1,000, but the 330 she sells it for 1,500. So we are configuring on Odoo that the 330 ml is just 500 more than the main one that she sells, which is the 212 ml one. So I want to add her shimmer oil. Go to products, create new. Then we're going to say shimmer oil. Add the image. Once we add the image as it's loading, the shimmer oil is 30 ml. Tracking the inventory. We can add a size. Maybe she can add it in the future. Yeah, like that. Then we're going to save. Go to product. We've added 2 products. Shea body scrub. Add an image. There are 2 of them with 2 different prices. To choose the one with the main price, which is come again to attributes. The pink limited edition is 250 bob more. It's 1,500. You just put the extra price. Save. Come here again, and then you add them. Save and then you configure. Don't forget, track inventory. The shea body butter has 33 variants. Shea body scrub has 2 variants. And then the shimmer oil has no variant because it's just one item. But once we have added the product details, the variants, the attributes, the images, move to the second step. You come to product, you click product variants. Madam Bibian, here are all your variants. So you can track vanilla 30 grams, vanilla 212 ml, vanilla 330 ml. Strawberry, like that. You can track each and every variant. Put the sales price here. Let's say the 30 gram one is 1,000. My bad, I'm the one who's not changed that. The 212 ml, it's saying it's 1,000, and the 330 ml, it's saying it's 1,500. Put the costs you to make these products, such that when you're in your POS system and you're selling, you can see the cost margin. We can also put the on-hand quantities that we have. Are you guys seeing how Odoo POS can POS your life nicely? I hope. I want to change this price for the 30 gram one. You come back to yes, then you come to configure. So this one we're going to say it's less by Let's come see if the price has changed. So for us, let's assume the 212 ml is your main moving product. I put it at 1,000 products. Come to attributes, click configure. 330 is 500 more than my main product. 30-gram one is 700 less. When you come to the product variants, it's showing you now the true price. We have created the variant. The shimmer oil, as you can see, there is no variant. So if you can remember, guys, in the quote-unquote one app free, we added inventory as one of our apps. Go back, click inventory. Before you go sell, this is where you put the stock. Come to reporting stock. See all the products we have just added. My job would be adding the information here. You click this icon, add the different stockage. Bibian, what is your average stock count?
20 for the 30, and then for the 212 ml, we can do about 40. Then for the 330 ml, we can do 32.
20, like she said. Change the date. On 27th August, we've stocked 20. Click apply. And now that has been set, go back to reporting stock. You're going to see that we have 20 of them on hand.
For now, let's do it manually, but normally you can do an import or you can just update the stock one by one. But an import would be more efficient, but for now, let's just do it one by one.
Okay, fine. Doing this one by one is tedious. I think you guys get the drift. I'll not be able to do for all of this. Go to another product. So we've seen how we can filter. You click attributes, you come to custom filter, you say attribute values, which is basically the attributes that I was telling you that Odoo calls them, the MLs that we were trying to change, the search. And once you get all the MLs, you'd have to change the stock. You guys get the drift. So the ones that we've put the stock are the ones we are going to sell.
You can go to operations. Yes, you can go to physical inventory.
Yeah.
And pick the items, the ones that you have. If you have a quantity on it, you can request for a count, choose the products. Let's say if you choose a bulk, and you can do it here instead of going, one by one for each. Request a count and you can adjust it here.
Here we've added the price. Some of them we've added the quantity. So we are going to buy from the ones that we have stock from. The job is for you to put that data. When you go sell in these different locations, you have an exact idea of the things that are moving. We finished stage 1 and stage 2. So stage 2 is stock taking your product, all the products that we are ready to sell. You may set up kila kitu to do this POS. Open register is open a register when you're opening your business for the day. You can have money in your register. You can have your opening cash for the day. Today we are opening with 10,000 Kenya shillings. So you remember configure your coins and bills. So even when you're giving people change, you have an idea. Assume you have that cash drawer. We've started the day with 1,000 bobs, 400 or 500 bobs. This is also to curb theft when you're doing sales. You've opened your register. We are ready to sell. Customer 001. Today is the first day we're selling on this platforms. A customer has walked in. We have opened our shop. This is how your intuitive display would look like. If you have many products, this screen should have images for all your products. Because of time, we only added 3. If you have 50 products, come here and search them because maybe there are so many and they can't fit on your screen. You remember I said you can add products using a barcode scanner? You can do so here. When I click the barcode, it said, you want us to use your camera, point the camera to the barcode and then add the product automatically. And all the products are going to appear here because a barcode usually has data about the specific product. Let us start selling. We are selling to Rispa. Rispa will be like, I want a body butter. So when you click the body butter, you can instantly see that vanilla, we have what? 20 units because at the inventory side, we stocked 20 units. Strawberry, 20 units, but this is for the 30 grams. So you change here. If you don't want 30 grams, you click 212. If you don't want the 212, you click 330. And you can see instantly the units are changing. Say vanilla, do we have 212 ml? Yes, we have 40 units. So we are going to click add. You click quantity, come and type 20. And instantly it's going to put 20 of them. And this one will be paying us 20,000. We are going to add. So she bought vanilla, at least I tumpe strawberry. Add it to cart. She said, I want 50 of them. We put 50. On the shea body butter, 20 are vanilla for 212 ml, 50 a strawberry for 30 grams. Mind you, you're tracking this entire data. And we've already put Jispa's order. In the moment someone else has come and she's seen, hey, you guys, mnauza. So Jen sees all these sales and she also wants to order. Click this plus icon to open a new order. It's called a floating order. You can attend to Jen without affecting Jispa's order. Jen is all about Shima Oil's order 2. So that's where the sequence is there to help you know that order 1 is the first client you're attending to. Order 2 is the new client you are now attending to. She wants 9 Shima oils. We are going to sell the 212 ml. Kumi. Done. Rispa comes back and she's like, I'm ready to pay. What do? You come and click payment. Total is 35,000. Remember the payment systems, integrated cash, M-Pesa card, and customer account. Bibian was asking, how do I know what flavors each of my clients took? Before your customer pays, click the customer icon, add the email details of your customer. We can click and say it's Olive who has purchased, but you can create the customer. Quickly just ask her, hi, I'd like to give you a future discount for being a lovely customer. Kindly help me with your email and phone numbers. By the way, guys, please take emails because you can send them a coupon code or a discount code in the future. Save the contact. Once you do that, ask her how is she paying. She tells you I'm paying cash, or she says half with M-Pesa. So what you do is click card. She's paying 30,000 with card. Please verify. Don't put all the POS system umelipa na hujalipwa. Verify you've received with the card. Click M-Pesa. She's finalized the other payment. Once you receive it on your side, validate. Once you validate the money, and then boom, do your guys receipt imeingia. So Bibian, you would have put here your beautiful logo for Terra Self-Care. Now the ticket number. This is now if she was to bring a refund, you'd ask her kindly give us. So send the pali bila receipt. Ukuje na your ticket number so that we can find your order in the system. You can see she was served by Olive at this date, and you can see literally each and everything she bought. So she bought shea body butter, and guess what? You can use this QR code to find this receipt. Need an invoice. So remember, guys, the one up free, there was POS, there was invoice, and there was inventory. If this client, let's say, was buying this stock for her employees, and the company said, we need proof, please bring an invoice and give you back this money. Rispa can tell Bibian, kindly guys, I'd like an invoice. I'll show you guys in the next one. You can print full receipt. If you have a printer, you can link it to your Odoo with a Bluetooth or USB. You can do that. Want to go paperless? Send them to the email. It's sending this receipt to the client. Here it is, guys. Hi, Olive. Thank you for purchasing from Terra Butter Products, Garden City. Attached, you'll find your receipt for the purchase of Wednesday. Guys, who do you know? Who do you know? Honestly, Odoo, even though sometimes you give me headaches, your platform is really good, because I don't know what platform is doing things like this for businesses, especially small businesses who want to like streamline their systems. I don't know, honestly, but Odoo, you're doing a good job. This is really good. And if you had taxes, ungekapa VAT 16% if you sell within the VAT limits. Let's assume Jen is the one who had reached out to a company and she wanted to get an invoice. Before she pays, kindly take the details of your customer. This will help you track your customer, track what they like, track the flavors in this case. Payments, cash, the 28,000. This is the part for invoice that I was telling you guys about. If the client wants an invoice, click the invoice so that they get an invoice after, because it's cash no umepewa pesa. Click validate. And then boom, let me show you guys how that invoice would look like. On this date, you bought Shima oil 9 pieces and you bought shea body butter 212 ml 10,000, and here is your invoice. That's how you would use the invoicing app in this case. Stage 3 was what? Using your POS system with your customers live in action. Garden City is selling. It's saying continue selling. This part here is the back end. You click your actual shop and say continue selling. Now you've entered the front end. Back end is when you've not opened your register yet. Front end is when you've opened your register and you're actively selling. Ngongrescos bado hatujaanza kuuza, but it's the same thing. They would be accessing their end on their side and they would not be affecting your sales on this other side. Now we are at order 3. There's a hamburger icon over here. You can switch to dark mode if you prefer dark vibes, or you can stay on light mode if you prefer light vibes. You can set up your intuitive display to your preference, cash in and cash out. And remember, we started the register and we put the amount that we started the register with. So if you're giving people change or you're receiving money, you can add more details here. Reload data. So remember, we said that the Odoo POS is reliable both online and offline. If you had a client, if let's say we go offline, when you come back online, and I want you guys to test this, when you go offline, it will still allow you to validate this payment. The lights are back, or maybe there's a network problem. You can come back and click reload data, and all that data will be synchronized back to your Odoo POS. Let's say we have made enough sales for the day, guys. Tumeuza. Leo tumeuza. Leo tumetengeneza sijui 40,000, 30,000. Let me just click payment. Huyu tuseme amelipa na M-Pesa, to validate, tusonge na live, tumtumie receipt. Click orders. Orders will show you the orders that are currently ongoing. This is assuming you have many orders. You can see them there. We are done with this entire process. Come and close register. Close register is the pop-up has ended. You have sold and sold. Ama stock imeisha, mkamua mnaenda nyumbani. What I like about Odoo gives you a snapshot or like an idea of the orders you had and how much you have made in the day. It's already telling you we've had 3 orders today, and these 3 orders totaled to 65,300 shillings. You got cash, you opened with 10k, and you got one payment for 28k. We have to copy this amount. Yeah, so yache kuonesha negative. This counted is basically telling you you need to confirm on your end that you actually have 38. You can even come here and put it in detail. Yeah. Here now, you've put even the exact amount of this 38,000. Card count, you can confirm before your day ends that you received in your card 30k. M-Pesa can confirm you have received 7,300. Odoo is recording the data. It's the brain, but you still have to manually count the money in your cash register, confirm the swipes that happened in your PDQ, confirm the money entered your till, but it will collect this data for you. It's showing you here that you started your opening with this amount and you have your closing with this amount. Could even add here some cash out is because we had to buy lunch, we were hungry. And then yeah, guys, you close register and that is it. You have sold for the day, and now you can wake up tomorrow and chase capitalism. That is basically how you would be selling in your Odoo POS. Open register for Congress course to see that it's the same. We have finished using the POS system with our customers. The last thing that I just want to show you guys is the reporting. Most of you wanted to know, can I get a report of all this data in like a spreadsheet somewhere if I'm trying to understand how my business is moving? Is my inventory doing well? You can see it's the same, guys. You can open register on this other side. Here it's going to start at 001. Remember, we've made a few sales today. When you come to inventory and you come to reporting and come to moves history, you're going to see all the stock. Hii ya blue hapa inaonyesha vitu zimemove. Sheer body butter, 20 pieces have gone. Right? To sold. Another one, 30 grams has gone, 20 pieces have gone. It's literally showing you that the shimmer oil, 1 person bought, the shea body butter, 1 has gone. So it's curating for you the stock and how the stock has moved in the 24 hours. You can be able to see what is happening with your stockage in the inventory side. Moves analysis. It's showing you that quantity 91, count is 6, the amount of stock we've moved based on how much we put in the system and how much we've sold. What I'm trying to show you is when you come to the inventory, it does track for you how your stock has moved, and you can cancel out with your POS side to see if it's making sense. And if it's not, ujue unaibiwa. If you're on the POS side, when you come to reporting and you click orders, it's going to show you how to see the best way to see these orders. August 2025, you've had 3 orders and we moved 91 stuff and we've made 65,300 in 24 hours. When you click sales details, showing you Garden City has made 38,000. But Ngongres course has not made any money. Why? Because we did not go to sell that side. Started selling at 7:30 and you closed at 7:56. So it's all in the system. The more you use the system, the more you input your data, the more you interact with it, all this data will be there for you. Measures as well. Add more measures. Here I was only tracking the order, the product quantity, and the total price. If you had given discounts, you can also track that. You can insert it in a spreadsheet. The only thing I had not shown you guys is refunds. I just remembered. So let me just show you that quickly. We buy the shimmer oil and our total comes to 9,000, right? And we make payment. She pays with card, right? And we validate. A client comes and says, I want to get a refund for one of the shimmer oils. Click this 3 icon and you'd click refund. It's going to show you that client, all the clients you've worked with. Thing is, we are assuming you're dealing with many clients. The only reason I'm seeing this is because we've not sold to many people. But imagining you're selling to many people, you'd come here and tell them to give you the receipt number. You can type the receipt number there, or you can even just type their name. If you're collecting the customer names, this could come in handy for you. But most companies just take receipt numbers. They don't have the capacity and the energy to take people's names and numbers. A small business can, though. It's receipt 2501. It's telling you is 2501 a receipt number, the date, or the customer. It's a receipt number, it's this one, right? Select the product to refund and set the quantity. It's the shimmer oil that they're refunding, and they're refunding one. Click refund. You can either add it to the customer account. Adding it to the customer account means, okay, let me give you guys an example. When you buy something at LCY Kiki and you get home and it doesn't fit you, and they tell you can return it within the first 10 days of your receipt, when you go back, they usually tell you, we won't give you back the money. Go and buy something worth the value of what you've returned. That's ideally customer account. If I put it on the customer account, that means the customer has 2,000 in their name. You would say validate. The refund has been initiated. The client comes back and says, nimepata basi what I wanted for 2,000. You add it again to cart and you give them a new receipt. So in this case, you have refunded the shimmer oil, but the client would come back, for example, buy a new shimmer oil, for example, pay and validate the money back into your system. You don't want to force them to take something. You can leave it in your customer account. When you come to close register, you're going to see that on the customer account, there's a 2K difference. So let's say you didn't force your client to get something immediately. It'll show you in your books that you're less 2,000. So that's ideally how refunds are done. And yeah, that's the part I wanted to show you guys. I'm personally done with this session, and I hope you guys have learned how you would utilize Odoo POS in your business. I hope you've seen the value of the POS system. I'm personally done. Thank you guys. Maswali. Okay. Hi, Bibian. Please say something.
Hi, Olive. Thank you so much for the class and everything. I think we've learned a lot. Now umetuelezea vizuri sana. It was easy to understand and follow through. So since mlikuwa mnatumia body butters, I have questions for you and Daniel. My first question is there a maximum number of the POS shops, like the Garden City, the Ngong Race Course, one can open? And then my second question, I remember you said Odoo now has payment integration with DPO. Currently, we use the normal payment for bank, but we also use Pesapal. Does Odoo integrate with Pesapal, or would I have to have new payment options? Those are my current questions.
Mr. Daniel, please, I want you to answer. Are there a maximum number of shops that one can open? Because we opened 2 in the session. And then the other one was about Pesapal. Yeah, feel free.
The first question is no, there's no actual practical limit on the, how many point of sales that you can have on the system. You can have 10, 15, it's completely up to you. There's no limit there. The second question is the integration with Pesapal. No, not currently, not at the moment. So we don't have an integration with Pesapal. An equivalent alternative at the moment is DPO Pay. That's for our online payments. So if you are using the Odoo e-commerce platform, have a DPO account and we'll be able to integrate it. And the last question was someone to help you.
Yeah.
Yes, during your onboarding. So yes, implementation plan. This is something that we discussed as well with Olive last time.
Is that the person that is assigned to you after you register for Odoo?
If you are actually just starting out, there are 2 options. One is, of course, you can get an implementation with us directly. What we do normally is there are 2 routes in terms of implementation. One is you can do self-implementation. Takes time. Using the system and setting up the system is quite different. If you want to set it up yourself, of course, you have to allocate time in terms of you're trying to understand what you're trying to achieve and follow a tutorial yourself. However, we do also have training sessions, and also we host a free Odoo academies every other week on different topics: accounting, inventory, point of sale, e-commerce, and so forth. We have a schedule for the next 3 months and also available online. So you can just go for Odoo Academy, filter it out, and you'll be able to attend one of those free sessions as well in Kenya. Yeah, that's perfect. Olive.
So for you, BBN, because you use Pesapal, you can still use that. What Odoo is doing is taking the data for you and coagulating for you the data for the cash, what is moving, the M-Pesa, who paid what, which customer. That's the data that Odoo POS will be doing for you. Pesapal is just your payment processor. Basically, it's processing the payment for you from your client to your account. I have seen Pesapal being offered as a third-party integration by people who don't work for Odoo, but they're Odoo partners. You have to pay for those people to do it for you. question for implementing Odoo. It takes time. And there's something I've come to appreciate with Odoo. It's a system that's been built to last your business for years. It's like learning a new skill. The way I was learning crypto from scratch and learning how to buy on Binance and invest and all these things. To me, that's what it feels like for Odoo. I'm literally learning a new skill. I'm learning how to integrate these systems for my business. I'm learning how to read documentations. I'm learning so many concepts because of how the platform has been created. This system has been created in a way that will suit my business for years to come. If I'm making $1,000 a month, or if I'm making $1 million a month, it does take some finesse and investing of time if you're going to implement it yourself. Let me tell you guys a hack. Click this help icon. Click ask a human, and a human is going to come and answer your questions. Two biggest hacks are your advisor. When you pay for Odoo, paid for the 1 year, you get an advisor. I talk to Purity. I have her WhatsApp number. I have her email. I literally can book her every single week. If I'm stuck, I send her an email. I'm like, hi girl, please help me here. She sends me the document, a picture, or a step-by-step guide as she helps me on board my business. However, sometimes she's busy. I mean, she's human. Ask Odoo AI or ask a human. When you click ask a human, it says, are you an existing customer or evaluating Odoo? I say existing customer. When you click existing customer, it asks you, kindly give us the name of your database. I give them ONR Africa. How do we help you? I'm stuck. I want to add the stock in my POS system in bulk. Is there a way you could help me kindly? They send you a video, they send you screenshots, they send you everything you need to do and sort that out. That's how I've learned the Odoo POS system very fast. It depends with also how serious the bulk of your work is. And to be honest, they are running a business. If you have a lot of things, they will advise you to get implementation from a business analyst. Yvonne has said this is so informative. Personally, I have learned a lot. Thank you so much for your feedback, Yvonne. I really do hope you'll be able to onboard your business to Odoo POS.
There was a lot of information, and I respect everybody who stuck into the end. It was very informative. I think you tackled basically all the angles in regards to the POS. I think you've gone through everything, and there's a lot to take in as well.
I want to mention the things that Mr. Daniel had shared, the events that happen. Come to odoo.com/events, click type Odoo Academy, come and click Kenya. You're going to see the events that are currently happening for Odoo. If you want to join, there's one for September 24th for inventory. These are the times genuinely that I wish I was back home.
Odoo Academy is actually a full day experience. We'll go through the configuration, training, and so forth. Even though it says sold out, it's not exactly paid for. Don't let that stop you from registering for one of the events. These are very focused. Training is for inventory, so the whole day primarily focus on inventory. If the next one is on accounting, it's going to primarily focus on accounting, even though it touches on most Odoo functionalities as they go.
Ideally, if someone really wants to onboard their business, there's even one for POS, guys, October 21st. I love this. If you click Kenya, there's a business show in Nairobi. What's a business show, Daniel? What's the difference?
A business show is more of an after-work event. It will have more of a demo for first-time introduction for Odoo. Normally, it's not hosted in our office. Last time it was Ole Serani for business shows that we had in Nairobi. It usually starts at 6 until 9. Very, very interesting.
Oh yeah, they actually have written here, Emara Ole Sereni. This is really, really good. You can attend the business show for networking after hours, but if you really want training, you can come and see what trainings are happening and then book for them. You can see they have trainings all the way till December. The one up free is what I was trying to do until I realized there were no attributes and variants, and then I just added the sales app. Let me tell you what I'd advise you in case you are on the edge about Odoo. As someone who's in Odoo, and I'm going to tell you from an honest perspective and not because I'm being paid by Odoo to talk about them. I would advise you to pay for this one, but for 1 year, because it's $7.25. The monthly one is $9.10. If you pay for a year, this multiplied by 12 is give or take $100. Then when you pay for this $7, I would encourage you to tackle one application every month. That's what I have been doing. You do one app and perfect that app. Don't be in a hurry. Don't feel FOMO. Because if you're in a hurry, I'll just advise you to pay the guys to implement for you the Odoo Success Pack. But if you're trying to move within a pace that you're comfortable with or within the budget constraints that you have, then tackle one app, finish that app, be perfect with that app. Then once you're comfortable with that app, move to the second app. And that's ideally what's working for me. Obviously, it's going to take some time because you're still running your business. You still have everyday life that you are doing. Once I finish email marketing, my next one is accounting. I really want to clean up my accounting system. That's the one I want to deal with next. And yeah, and then after that, I go to CRM like that until I'm done. And then in case I need any professional help, maybe I can pay the 4-hour success pack. It's not so expensive, or even the 25-hour one if I have started employing people. Because again, if you employ people, you still need to train them. That's my advice from me. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Daniel. Daniel has left his email in the chat, dia@odoo.com. Feel free to reach out to him. Oh, Joanne. Hi, Joanne. Long time. Yes, we are digesting. Very informative. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bibian, for allowing me to use you as an example today. Thank you so much as well. And then kanune body batters, tafadhali, na body scrub. Thank you guys for learning with me for the Odoo POS training. We have had a very amazing session, and I hope you guys have really learned. If you have any questions about Odoo POS, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. And if you're ready to start your journey with Odoo POS, kindly click the link in our description box or in the comment section below. We are ongoing with our Odoo series. Check out our Everything Odoo playlist. It has all the video tutorials that we are tackling about Odoo. We have Odoo eCommerce, Odoo CRM, and now Odoo POS. And soon we're going to be dealing with Odoo accounting. So kindly subscribe to the channel, and yeah, see you in the next one. Love you guys. Bye.